It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On play action, here's Nix. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. To throw, here's Nix. This is caught by Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Throwing Nix. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Minshew. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They will run for the first time here with White. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 16 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. It's caught on the right side. Williams to the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew sliding out of the pocket. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Nix to the air. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. One final go for this offense here in this first half. Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Steps away. And he is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, If he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
A final shot before break. Nix. He wants Reynolds way downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On the handoff, it's Laube. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, it's Laube. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's to Bowers once again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Here's Nix. Finding Williams once more, complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
8 more yards. A fumble on the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Nix once more. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To throw is Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's second and a yard. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A big play looming on third down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And Minshew will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Caught by Dulcich. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Nix from the shotgun. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Down the left sideline. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the score.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles